In this edition of RPP News, another tragic week on our roads, more belt tightening ahead, and DSANT puts smiles on dials. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPP News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. Due to what police are calling a shocking start to the year's road toll, Operation Arid is running across this Labor Day long weekend. Victoria has now recorded 68 lives lost in the first 66 days of the year, 18 more than at the same time last year, and a 45% increase on the 5-year average. Police are especially concerned about a significant spike in lives lost on rural roads, with 42 deaths since January, a 57% increase on the 5-year average. More than half of this year's fatalities have been single vehicle collisions. Police say this is due to issues such as distraction, fatigue, and not wearing a seatbelt. These figures suggest simple mistakes behind the wheel are leading to catastrophic consequences. A majority of Mornington Peninsula Shire councillors has backed officer recommendations that rates increase by 3.5%, which is the maximum allowed. Chief Financial Officer Bullant Oz explained that with inflation running at 7.8%, the compound differential loss will be significant over the next decade.
The impact over the next 10 years is around $77 million lost revenue. And likewise, this financial year, the rate cap, or for the next financial year, rate cap was set at 3.5%. So the December CPI figure is 7.8%. Assuming that the June quarter CPI is 7.8%, again, we are looking at around $77 million lost revenue over the next 10 years.
The Shire is running 3 more sessions before the adoption of the budget on May the 13th. The budget portal is still open for those who want to have their say. The Peninsula property market may be making a move back away from short-term rentals to long-term rentals. Real estate expert Cherie May from Home AU told RPP's Spilling the Tea show that after the gold rush of the lockdown period, the peak on buying properties to rent out for short-term stays may have passed.
The thing is, at the moment though, what I am finding with the short stays in Airbnb, a lot of people are finding themselves a little bit underwhelmed with that because there's such a saturation of people that have, chosen to go that way and not offer their property for the permanent market. And so, they're not getting the vacancy rates that they were expecting. So I think what we'll find is there'll be more properties that will come back and return back to the permanent rental market, which will allow more opportunity for people that are wanting to come in and find a rental down on the peninsula.
Local environmental groups are concerned that a Japanese consortium is to press on with plans to convert Australian coal into hydrogen. A pilot program using Australian coal and the port facilities at Hastings has convinced the Japanese group to invest $2.35 billion to commercialise it. Julia Stockett, President of the Western Port and Peninsula Protection Council and Secretary of the Save Western Port Group, is alarmed by the size of the project and the consequences for Western Port's fragile environment.
There's been absolutely no consultation about this commercial stage with any of the community. So I think they're really putting the cart before the horse here. We know that if the facility that they're envisaging, if something like that were to be built in the Port of Hastings, it would require capital dredging to the extent that hasn't been seen here since the 1960s when Lysart and Esso and BlueScope were originally established there in a massive land grab.
The Disabled Surfers Association Mornington Peninsula held their second event for the year at Point Leo last weekend. With the promise to put smiles on every dial, many intrepid surfers hit the waves for the first time with a little help from their friends. RPP was there to capture a magical day that included the opening of brand new change rooms.
For quite some time now, the Foreshore Committee has been supporting the Disabled Surfers Association Mornington Peninsula and their surfing days here at Point Leo. We have overseen the construction of the boardwalk to facilitate beach access for the disabled and their equipment, and now we are here today to celebrate the completion of these new facilities to my left.
We know that Disabled Surfers Association have a motto which they live, every day, particularly on these days twice a year, they're so very good at putting those smiles on dials. So it's mine and Kai's absolute privilege here today to be able to be at the opening of this new Changing Places at Point Leo. Thank you.
So this facility is phenomenal in terms of people with a disability going down on the beach and having somewhere to go to the bathroom afterwards. So they can actually go into a bathroom, there is a hoist, there is a change table, there is a shower for people with high support needs. Point Leo is phenomenal. The Foreshore Committee, DSAMP and the Life Saving Club have driven the construction of the boardwalk 6-7 years ago, and now we've got this. So it means that people with a disability can come down here knowing that they've got all access to everything here.
The big day for Rotary is assisting with surfing for the disabled down on the beach. We assisting the community wherever we can. You know, that's part of our remit, is do what we can around the community and help everybody out.
So now we've got something here at Point Leo. It's something that they're just getting what we've got. And we're just about to start the surfing phase of it. That's even greater. That's the most important part of it.
It transfers between the surf
And Frankston Arts Centre is launching the 2023 Southside Festival program this week. After an amazing debut with sellout shows and record attendances in 2022, Southside Festival is ready to deliver its new 9-day program. Whether you're in the mood for thought-provoking performances, raucous comedy, dazzling installations, or fun for the whole family, Southside is bringing it. You can learn all about it this coming Thursday at 6:30 p.m. when the program launches at Cube 37 at the Frankston Arts Centre. The night will include performances from some of the incredible artists, as well as drinks, nibbles and a fun romp through the 2023 program. The event is free, but bookings are essential. After the break, we have the coming week's weather report with our new reporter, Bianca.
Hey, they're saying the fire danger rating's extreme. Should we go?
There's no fire around here.
Get out!
I know embers can spread bushfires as far as 40 kilometres. So you should leave early.
Authorised by the Victorian Government.
Everyone knows Australia has 4 big banks, but the 5th biggest retail bank is snapping at their heels. It's a bank that's been around for over 160 years, can be found in over 500 locations nationwide, looks after over 1.8 million customers, and is regularly voted one of the most trusted brands out of all the thousands of brands in Australia. Who is this fantastic number 5? Yep, it's Bendigo Bank. The better big bank.
Established in 1988, Progress Signs has been servicing the local community for 30 years. Located on the Mornington Peninsula, they are the #1 destination for all your signage needs, specialising in a variety of signage from vehicles to shop fronts, occasional and corporate events, short-term, long-term and everything in between. If it's signs you need, be it large or small, Progress Signs is the place to call. Available 24/7 at progress-signs.com.au or call the team on 5975 9188. Thinking signs? Think Progress Signs, a station sponsor.
at Bridgestone Select, it's our job to keep you moving with the right advice.
A great range of products and service you can count on. So when it comes to tyres, when it comes to auto care,
Come to Bridgestone Select for service that moves you.
Welcome back. We go now to Bianca for her very first weather update.
Hello, I'm Bianca and welcome to this week's RPP weather update. Starting with Sunday 12th of March, we saw a mostly sunny day with some scattered cloud cover. We reached a high of 21 and a low of 13 degrees. Monday brings us an overcast day with a high of 21 degrees and a low of 13. Tuesday sees the cloud cover continuing with a high of 26 and a low of 13. Wednesday the 15th of March could bring a much sunnier day with a high of 25 and a low of 15 degrees. Thursday brings us another sunny day with a high of 27 and a low of 16 degrees. Friday continues this trend with a high of 21 and a low of 12. And finally, Saturday should see the sun poking its face through those clouds with a top of 21 and a low of 12. That's all for this week. Take care and I will see you again next week.
Now to our surf guru Muzz with this week's surf report.
Hey guys, it's Muzz back with this week's Peninsula Surf Report again. We've had a pretty good run of swell this week. The swell sort of started to show Monday but definitely peaked on Wednesday and into Thursday, and there'll be a little remnant left on Friday. The next week, long weekend coming up, it doesn't look great but there will be some waves, probably on the beaches. Might be on the slightly sizable side, and not really offshore, but there will be some waves maybe Sunday into Monday. Tuesday next week looks okay. Looks like the wind will go back around to the north and be pretty warm, and there should be some waves on the beaches. And then beyond that, it really looks like the swell's going to come back up probably next Wednesday or Thursday, westerly airstream again, and a bit of push in the swell. It'll come up fairly rapidly, but looks like we are going to get an autumn this year, which is pretty good. So that gives us a good mix of reefs and beaches and all sorts of stuff. So let's hope you can get in the water and enjoy. Water's still warm, so make the most of it. So I will see you next week.
And that's all from our team here at RPP News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Bringing you the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula, I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.